Welcome to iCultivate. My name's Steve. Now I'm going to take you through how you can post your own articles onto the iCultivate website. So just watch with me and I will take you through two processes that you can do. For both processes you need to be in the community area, so make sure you click on community and that will then display the news feed of our iCultivate community. So you can see here now the news feed and the way in which I'm going to post a blog in the first instance is the simplest, but please stay tuned. I will show you another way that will enable you to produce a blog that is much more feature rich. But for this first and simple blog posting, we just simply click in here to the share what's new area on the news stream, and then the second link from the left is create blog. So click create blog. Then you are presented with this simple blog creator, and you just simply have to fill in each field with the appropriate content. Under category, make sure you select the correct category, give it a title, and then post some content in here. Now I've just obviously placed in here some fairly random content just for the purposes of demonstration. Now, critical to your blog is the imagery. You always need to include at least a post cover. Now, I have an image that I've taken and I'm going to use, and I'm just going to click and drag it from my desktop, and I'm going to add it by dropping it here. Now, alternatively, you could have clicked the appropriate button and uploaded the image, but if you have it on your desktop, it's easy just to click and drag it into that space. The last thing that I want to do is make sure that the sharing options are for the appropriate people, and then with those fields completed, I can now click share. What you will find is that that blog will now appear on the newsfeed, and importantly, you can see the image that I added in there really highlighting the presence of the blog on the news stream. If I click on the link to the demo blog, or I can even click continue reading, what I will find is that the blog itself is now highlighted there. Now, you will also notice that the image that I had as the post cover is also appearing at the top of the blog, and really shows why having the imagery is really important. Now, if I click on that image, it will actually load and I see the full image. So you can use this in instances where you might only have one image that you wish to share, and it displays beautifully in the blog and really highlights your article to the readers and the other members of the iCultivate community. I said I had another way that you can do your blog. So let's have a look at that. I'm going back to the community page, and you will notice that you have this articles link up the top of the iCultivate website. Underneath articles is a link called My Articles. Now this only appears if you are a member of iCultivate and you are logged into the community. If you're not logged in, it won't be visible. But with it visible, you can click on it, and then you get this different view for writing a blog appear. You'll notice that there is a create your new blog post button here, so I can click on that, and then I am presented with these different templates that you can use. I'm just going to start with this blank template, but these other templates provide you with pre-existing layouts into which you can add images that you might have. This one here actually enables you to add video, but there are multiple options here. I'm just going to start with the blank option. In here I can add my title, as you can see here, and again I'm going to add my random text just for demonstration purposes. Now, if I wish to add images to the body of the actual blog itself, that's where I can then insert a block. And you can see here, I've got a link for blocks. Now, if I click on that link for blocks, I then get all of these options here. which include images, video. I can even put in a gallery into this blog post, so something consisting of multiple images. I can put PDF files or other types of files that I might want my readers to have access to. I'm just going to, for the sake of the exercise, add a couple of images. So I'm going to drag this into a couple of positions. So I'm going to put one there. And just for the sake of the exercise, I'm going to drop in that same image again. There we go there. And so that is now sitting nicely to the left of the text that I included. Now, I hope you saw that when I insert the block, I have so many other options for putting in other images as well. So for example, I could put another image in here. And just for the sake of the activity, I'm going to be boring and do the same image again. And there we go again. And what you're now seeing is that image displayed in a way that presents well in the final media. Now, that is a really good way of developing a really feature-rich article. I'll just go back to this insert block area again, and you'll see, and I won't demonstrate these now, but you can see I can add a PDF, I can add video if I wish, and I can even add an audio file. Certainly you can play with these to your heart's content. If there's a problem, just give me a call or contact me through the iCultivate website, and I'm very happy to help you. Now, the one last thing that I really do want to point out is this post cover. You always need to have a post cover. Now, I'll be boring and I'll just put the same image in there again. And we can see the post cover is loaded again. With that post cover in place, I would remind you that you do need, sorry, we just removed that. You do need to make sure that you select the correct category. You might like to add tags in here. You can even autofill. Tags help with it being searchable on the internet and found by other people. If you want that, remove the uncategorized area, and you can see that you have been listed as the author. If you want to deal with things like SEO, in other words, help with its visibility on the internet, well then you can do that in here, but you do not need to if all you want is for it to be read by people in iCultivate. So that's in essence the process. I'm just going to click, before I publish this post, I'm just going to click preview post, and this gives me an idea of what it looks like. And so you can see here, there's what this looks like. So you're seeing, in this instance, it's not very pretty because I haven't really paid much attention to the layout, but there's the post cover, there's the single image that I put in, and here's the other image. Now, this will work very nicely on mobile phones or on computers. It doesn't really matter, but this is a really good system to use. Once you're happy with that, you can then click Publish. And that will then publish it to the iCultivate website. Now, if I come back to the community stream, you will see here, again, there we go. There it is. There's the one I did before. Okay, let's have a look at number 2. Let's load it up. And there it is. My layout, please be forgiving of the layout, but I mean, obviously I've just done this for demonstration purposes. Now, there is a couple of things that I would really like to mention in the end, and that is this. Your post is published to whoever you choose it to be visible to. So if you want it to be only visible to the iCultivate community, ensure that when you publish it, the settings are set accordingly. Alternatively, you can have it so that it is visible to the entire world. Again, that is under your control. Now, I would point out one other thing just before I call it quits at this, and you will notice that there are articles that appear on the front page of iCultivate. If you are interested in having your article featured and appearing on the front here in one of these places, just send iCultivate a direct message within the iCultivate website, letting me know that you would like this featured, and I can have a look at it and we can work together to get it to that point. So, but in the meantime, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send me a message, and I'm certainly happy to help you out in any way that is possible. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching.